Good morning. Is anybody out there? Hello. Welcome to another session of Yoga with Lisa SXM, where we keep everything soft and gentle and easy and respecting ourselves, honoring ourselves without criticism, without critique, without comparisons to anybody else in the world or even ourselves at a younger age. We accept ourselves just as we are with love and a sense of wanting peace in the world and within ourselves. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I'm super grateful today because yesterday I was asked to do a yoga class with some teachers that were doing a wellness day at the Leonard Connor School over in Cool Bay, or K-Bay I should say, and St. Martin. And it was a nice moment for everybody. We all sort of took our time to honor ourselves. And you know, teachers, if you're out there, any teachers out there, I know how hard you work. I think it's the hardest job in the world, except for maybe nursing. People always say being a mom is the hardest job in the world, but I think teachers and nurses work even harder than mothers because they're always asked for more and more and more. And you can't always give if you don't give back to yourself. So for all of those moms, nurses, teachers, and anybody else who's always giving of themselves to make the world a better place, sometimes you got to just feed the soul, feed the body, and stop comparing yourself to other people and just be grateful for all your blessings and know that you are a blessing to others. So yoga is a good way to do that. Prayer, meditation, and just taking care of yourself, good nutrition and good rest. Those are all awesome things to do. So let's do a little bit of it. Find yourself on your yoga mat if that's good for you. If not, you could even be in a chair or on the sofa. Take a moment to connect your body's weight into the earth or into your chair surface. And you can sit in any way that feels good, as long as maybe you try and have that back nice and softly straight. And float the arms up. Breathe in. Reach up. And float the arms back down. Exhale. Bow the head. Relax. And slowly begin to shift your weight on your hips, letting the head roll left and right, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Just feel the weight on your hips shift left and right. Feel your spine sway a little bit, almost like maybe a blade of grass blowing in the breeze. Dropping the head on one side and then coming to the other side. Soft and heavy, connected to breath. Breathing in and out. Coming back to the center. Lift the top of the head up and float the arms all the way up overhead. Reach up, breathe in. And let's pull some mangoes out of a tree. Reach up and grab that juicy, beautiful mango and pull it down. Reach up, pull it down. Reach up, pull it down. Keep breathing. Keep it going. Breathe. Beautiful. Both hands float up, reach up, breathe in. Bring them all the way down. Bring them back up. Just level to the floor. And bend the elbows. Bring the fingertips to your shoulders. Circle your elbows. And keep breathing with the movement. Reverse your circle backwards. Breathe in and out. What started as easy starts to feel a little bit like you're exerting yourself to keep it going. Keep it going anyway. Keep breathing. The rest is coming soon, but not quite yet. Let's change direction again. Keep breathing in and out. All right, let's see if we can bicycle those elbows forward over the top. Let your body twist a little bit, dipping one shoulder down, picking one shoulder up. Keep breathing deeply. And backwards bicycle. Backwards over the top to the back. Breathe. slow it down a little bit. Feel that whole arc of the elbow pushing up and back. Push up and back. Other side. Push up and reach back with the elbow. We're almost done. All right, float arms out. Turn them palm up. Reach up. Breathe in. Reach tall. Look up and reach tall. Wiggle your fingers. Breathe in. Exhale. Bring the hands together in a prayer pose right to your heart. Close the eyes. And just notice how already things start to feel loose and a little bit of joy comes into the body with the movement, with the breath, with spending time with yourself in a peaceful contemplation of your life. Amen. Do I hear an amen? All right, let's get onto our mat and go ahead and just lay down, but bend your knees, placing your heels close to your hips. Of course, I need to scoop the camera back. Let's just adjust that and see how we look. Yeah. All right, we're going to bring the arms up into any position that feels comfy. Try to relax and feel balanced in the body. We're going to walk the feet out wider than the hips and just let the knees lean against each other. Take a moment to just breathe deeply. And then walk the feet back in line with the hips and drop both knees to the left. Pick them up, drop them to the right, and up to the left. Up to the right. Up. We'll stay down here for a little bit here, just let everything go. Knees pointing left. You may choose to turn your head so your nose points to the right while your knees point to the left. If you feel like that's work for your shoulders or your neck or whatever, then just bring your head to look up at the ceiling or in the same direction as your knees. It's all good. The most important thing is that you let your tailbone and spine and neck release and relax. Let's take a nice deep breath in through the nose and blow out gently through loose lips. In through the nose and blow out loose lips. Lovely. Take that back arm and circle it around. Ever so slowly, a nice big circle. And of course, as always, I'm going to ask you to connect your breath to the movement. So breathing in, we reach up. And as your arm comes around the bottom part of your circle by your hips and legs, you breathe out. Breathing in, reach up. Bottom half of the circle, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then bring that arm back to the ground and just relax. Knees up and over to the other side and find a perfect place for your head. Maybe you want to look left, maybe you want to look up, or maybe you want to look right. Take a moment to find your balance point and let everything relax. From the tailbone all the way up to the cervical connection where the spine connects at the back of the skull. Ease down into the floor with no resistance to gravity. Let yourself melt like butter down into the ground. Ready? Let's take a big breath in through the nose and out through loose lips. In through the nose, fill the belly and chest. And then let it go. Take your back arm and circle it around, breathing in at the top of your circle, slowly reaching down, exhale, all the way around. Let that shoulder joint work through its entire span, full range of motion. Breathing in and out with your circle. Two more times, very slow. And then just let your hands come back to the ground and return to fully resting. When you're ready, bring your knees up and bring your hands to reach for the ceiling directly above your shoulders. Bring your head off the mat and reach up. And come down, shoulders to the ground, fingers still reaching up. Pull the head up again, reach up and down. Exhale, reach up. Take a breath in and down. Exhale, reach it up and down. Let's reach it up and hold up for just a second, squeezing the belly in. And see if you can bring your elbows to the ground under your shoulders. You may need to work around a little bit to get that position in place. So elbows are more or less under your shoulders here, and hands are flat on the floor with fingers spread wide. Allow yourself to sink down and sort of collapse in the chest, in the upper shoulders area. And be heavy. Let the shoulders maybe work their way up towards your earlobes a little bit. Just let yourself be heavy. Keep gaze down at your hips. And then just bring your feet a little farther away from your hips, but still knees are up. We're going to drop both knees to the left and to the right, back and forth, like windshield wipers. Flip and flop those knees left and right. Remember to breathe. All right, come up. And we're just going to bring the knees all the way up by the nose or the chin and stretch the legs up towards the ceiling. Circle your ankles. Change direction, circle the other way. Flex and point your toes. Flex so the toes are pointing back towards the top of your head, maybe. And then point like a ballerina, toes up towards the ceiling, and back and forth a few more times. Let's shake the legs. Shake them however feels good. And then bring them up. Open, don't go too wide, and crisscross. Open, don't go too wide, and crisscross the other way. Let's keep that movement with breath just for a few turns. Open, don't go too far, and cross. Open, don't go too far, and cross. 3 more times on each side. That's 1. Open, crisscross. Open, crisscross the other way. That's 2. Last time. Open, crisscross. And open, crisscross. Bring the knees down, feet to the floor, and flip, flop those knees like windshield wipers back and forth. All right, coming up, stretch the legs out and put those elbows down on the floor and shoulders come down. Let's let the feet flop outward, let the knees bend slightly if they want to. Turn the hands palm up, let those fingers curl in a natural shape. And just let the body relax. So I have a visualization practice for you this morning, and that is to think of a feather. So I'm going to sit up, but you stay laying down. So think of a feather floating through the air, slowly finding its place on the ground. Hey, good morning, Laura. I see you there. God bless you. Thank you for that. So think of your feather, and think of one of those feathers that has a lot of fluffy filaments. And as it slowly comes down to the ground and lays upon the ground, it slowly lets every one of those filaments find gravity and settle. So this is the way I want you to think of your body, also your mind, also your spirit, and even your soul. Just releasing as it feather slowly finds gravity and releases any curvature, any fluffiness, and it just settles down heavy. Not heavy because it's a feather, but still with its own weight released to the earth. So this is our visualization. Allow yourself to be as comfortable as possible and just feel that you are that feather, settling down, letting go of all those filaments, all those many things that you hold in your life. All those things that you worry about, all those things that are responsibilities that you carry on your shoulders, let them all settle for just a moment. Trust the earth to hold them for you. Beautiful moment for you, I hope. I enjoy feeling that with you. So let's bring that the right leg and just give it a gentle hug in towards the chest, wrapping your arms or hands around your shin or your knee. Pull that leg in gently towards your chest and maybe let it move a little bit left and right if that feels good. All right, let's stretch that leg up towards the ceiling. And interlock your fingers at your knee or thigh, or you can use a strap or a piece of fabric if you have something that you want to use to catch your foot, so you can hold it easier. Take a moment to just pull 1 inch towards your face and back to vertical. Remember, we're breathing as we ask the leg to move a little bit in its range of motion. If your knee is bent, don't worry about it, that's fine. So be very patient with yourself, don't ask too much too fast. Let's see if we can hold the leg at or near the edge of your range of motion, wherever that may be. That's your therapeutic edge. Just hold the leg close to that point. Hold it still and steady. You can even stroke with one hand up and down the hamstring and the back of the thigh, asking it to lengthen. Maybe reach all the way up towards the hip, asking the hip to create a little space there. Nice. Let's bend the knee and bring the whole body over onto your left side. Bend both knees, in fact, and let that right foot find the floor on the left side of your body, and then open your arms out from your shoulders to let the chest and the hands, the palm of the hands, face upward towards the sky. Allow every part of the body to relax. Again, this is your healing moment. Breathe deep. You may notice that it takes a little while for your body to let everything relax. There's some automatic sort of a programming we have in our body, and tiny muscles that are up and down the spine. They're just programmed to hold, to always be working, to be ready in case you need to move. Which is good if you live in a dangerous place, or if you find yourself in a dangerous place, but sometimes it's also good to release and relax, to overcome that programming. Relaxation begins in the mind. You have to tell yourself to let go. And even then, it takes a little bit of time for it to like really sink in that you mean it. So I recommend, I challenge you to do this on your own and give yourself time. But for us now, we're going to slowly roll on our back. And stretch out the body very, very long, reaching the hands overhead, pointing the toes. Big breath in, stretch long. Feel free to yawn or sigh as you feel the body needs it. And when you're ready, we're going to just bring that left leg in towards the chest, bend the knee. Wrap your arms around the knee or the shin. Hug it gently in towards the body. However works for you is perfect. If you want to move the knee left and right a little bit, if that feels good, this is a good thing to do right now. Release, relax, feel good, feel happy. And then we're going to stretch up the leg, reaching the hands behind the knee or behind the thigh, or grab your strap, whatever device works for you to hold that leg up. When you're ready, just an inch. Pull carefully, slowly, gently, patiently towards the body and release it back towards your comfort zone, wherever that may be. And slowly, patiently, lovingly, carefully pull and release. Finding that full range of motion. Continuing to breathe in and out. This is asking the back of the leg to just create a little space, a little length along that hamstring stretch. Let's see if we can hold the leg at or close to the edge of your range of motion and give it time to find that length. You can rub up and down the back of the leg to encourage it to lengthen. Everybody's different, and you're different every time you do this. But let's find gratitude for where we are right now, today, in this moment. You have a wonderful body. Don't criticize it. Be grateful for it. Appreciate it. Feed energy and love into every tissue, every organ, every bone and vessel. This is your body. This is a gift to you to live your life, achieve your goals, follow your path, be your best self. Nice. All right, let's take that strap away if you're using a strap. Bend the knee and bring it across the body. Bend both knees and find the floor on the other side of the body. Open your arms out from your shoulders and curl those fingers in a natural shape. Feel the softness in the center of your hands. And again, tell with your brain, with your mind, tell your hips, lower back, and every other part of your body to relax. And if you can't, then adjust something so you can. Make it really comfy, really luxurious feeling. If you really relax and really breathe deep, you can heal. The seeds of disease leave the body. Just let them go out with your exhalation. And then breathe in healing energy. Breathe in love. Breathe in joy. Breathe in youthfulness, positivity, and peace. Let that settle into you. This moment is a gift. That's why they call it the present. All right, my friends, let's roll over on our back and stretch the body long again. Big breath in, stretch. And let's sit up. Come back to seated. Hands to prayer pose with the back beautifully straight. Imagine the top of your head floating up towards the heavens like a hot air balloon, lifting easily, keeping those shoulders down, letting them hang from that hot air balloon that's rising up. And interlock your fingers and squeeze. And release. Let the elbows float up. Breathe in. Bring the elbows down. Squeeze the hand together. Exhale. Inhale. Release your hands. Elbows float way up. Bring them down. Squeeze the hands. And inhale up, down, squeeze. Inhale up. Breathe in. Down, squeeze. Exhale. Push the hands forward, round the back, drop the head. Push the hands way forward, drop the head a lot. Bring them in. And just let your hands reach back. Look down at your feet or your hips or your belly. Reach those hands way back. Drop the head. Keep breathing. Awesome. Slowly bring the hands forward. Arms are straight. Reach the hands forward and bring them back. Inhale, exhale. All the way back. All the way forward. All the way back. All the way forward. Keep breathing in and out. Cross. In and out. Cross. Breathe in and out. Cross. In and out. Crisscross those arms. Reach back and cross. Reach back, look down, and crisscross, look up. 2 more times. 1 more time on each side. And arms out, bring them up. Find your prayer, pull it to your heart, and just relax for a moment. Close the eyes. Stretch the legs out again. And we're going to do our 12 o'clock exercise. Look up, reach the hands up as if they're reaching towards the 12 o'clock and o'clock. Stretch it up as tall as you can. Reach up, breathe in and stretch up. Exhale, go to the 1 o'clock position. Look down at your feet or your ankles so your neck is straight, but keep the back really, really straight. Keep the legs really, really straight. Flex those ankles just a tiny bit, or a lot, depending on who and how you feel. Inhale, stretch, reach for the 1 o'clock. Exhale, sink down to 1:30. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink down, 2 o'clock. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink down to 230. Just a little bit of a change here, keeping the back really straight, reaching from the tailbone to the fingertips. Look down at your knees. Inhale, reach. And exhale, arms are parallel to the floor. Keep reaching. And hands to the floor. And at this point, we're going to let everything relax. Let your feet flop outwards. Let your back round. Let your head drop. Stay down for 5 cycles of breathing or more. Every time you exhale, let the head be even heavier. Letting everything go in the entire body, soft and heavy. When you're ready, walk your hands up your legs and reach back, reach up, bend the elbow, reach back, give yourself a pat on the back. Good job. Reach up, bring it down. Other hand, reach up, give yourself a pat on the back. Reach up and bring it down. Let's get up on our hands and knees, table position. Take a moment to align everything, shoulders over wrists, fingers spread wide, fingertips pressing down, knees under hips. And we're going to bring the body up into an arch, dropping the head and tailbone, cat position. Level out, make a table, lift the face a little bit, and push your wrists into the floor, elevate the chest, don't scrunch in the shoulders. Let's let the middle of the back sink down like a hammock between your shoulders and hips. Turn your tailbone up and lift your face, breathe in. And then back to cat position, arch it up and exhale, drop that head, drop that tailbone. Let's just go back and forth between cat, arching up, and the sway back to cow, lifting your face. Breathe. And move at any speed that feels awesome. All right, come back to your table. Make sure you're still lined up good with the hips and shoulders over the wrists and knees. Take your cat position, lift the belly button up as much as you can. Suck it up into the body. Take it over to the right as far as it can go and then drop it down. Let it go as low as it can go and then over to the other side and lift it up. And moving the belly button in a vertical circle. Keep breathing. And change direction. Let's go over to the right, up, and over to the left, down. Let it be fairly extreme movement. So the belly button comes up and we really suck the belly button up into the body, and then when it's down, we really let it push down towards the floor. So you're really using your abs here, squeezing it up, pushing it down, and breathing. You can soften your elbows, they can bend a little bit. Are you happy with this movement? All right, keep it moving. And let's come back to the center. Just a simple cat and cow. All right, back to table. Turn your toes under. We're going to do our first downward dog of the day. Are you ready to lift those knees up? Lift those hips up. Once you're up, you can relocate your feet to a good place. You want to make a upside down V shape with the body, lifting the hips up, dropping the head. And then we're going to walk the dog. This is called the downward dog. So let's take our dog for a walk. Lift one heel at a time and let your hips shift left and right. Take your dog for a walk. Keep moving, keep breathing. All right, let's come back to the middle. Pick both heels up at the same time and then lower them down as far as you can. Push the hips up and back, drop the head. Think about your rib cage pushing towards your thighs. And then you can come out. We're going to try and stop halfway down in our plank position. But if that is too much for you, don't try and do it. Just come down to your tummy and rest. Let's hold our plank. And then bring your knees down. And then come onto your tummy. Let's take a moment to rest after all that invigorating, I'm trying to say, exercise. Turn your toes inward. Turn your hands palm up by your hips. Elbows slightly bent. Head turned to one side. If it's okay with your neck, just try to turn the head to the other side for just a little bit of balancing out the turn, the flexibility of the neck. And then we're just going to tuck the head down, tuck the chin into the chest a little bit and let the forehead find the floor, and bring your hands up to either side of your head, elbows pointing out. And bend your knees so your feet come up into the air. We're going to let them go wide and then together, wide and then together, wide and together, wide and together. Now both feet go to the left and to the right, left and right, flip and flop, back and forth. Everything is loose here. You're not doing any holding. It's just a nice flip-floppy feeling. All right, let's let one leg go straight and the other bend. Bring that heel to the hip and straighten the other leg, and then switch, 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 and switch. Bring both legs down. Reach the hands back as if you're trying to reach your fingertips towards your heels. Lift your face off the ground. And shift your shoulders away from your ears, lifting up the chest a little bit with the strength of your body. Fingertips reaching for the heels, locust pose. Strengthen the belly, push the belly against the floor to lift the chest up just a hair more. And then hands under shoulders. And let's push ourselves all the way back to pose of a child. A moment to just let the forehead find the floor in front of your knees. You can have your hands reaching forward or any place that feels good, but I would suggest, since we've been working the hands and wrists a little bit here, let's let them sit back by the feet, palm up. All right, rising back up to table. We're going to thread the needle now. Take your right hand and go right behind your left wrist and push the hand all the way through. Thread that needle. Bring the shoulder down. Bring the side of the face down. And we're going to engage this elbow to push down into the wrist. So the elbow is directly above the wrist. Push it into the floor and release. Push it down and release. Push it down and release. Push it down and release. And if you can, just float that arm up into the air and let it find a point up there where it feels balanced, so you're not working to hold it up at all. Let it just hang suspended above your shoulder. Slowly drop the hand to the floor and touch the floor, and then lift it all the way back up. Breathe in and out. Drop it down, lift it up. Drop it down and up. Exhale down, inhale up. Hold it up, bend the elbow, and place the hand underneath its shoulder. Press yourself back up to table. Let's cat and cow a few times. And I'm going to turn around while you do that, so I can thread the needle on the other side, but not talk away from the camera. So take your left hand now and behind your right wrist, pass it all the way through. Bring the left shoulder down to the floor, and the left side of the face down to the floor. This right hand, the upper hand, press it into the ground with the elbow directly above the wrist. Press it down and release. Press it down and release. Push it down and let it go. And keep it moving. Trying to engage the subscapular muscle, the muscle underneath the shoulder blade. All right, when you're ready, we're just going to float that arm up into the air and let it find a balance point where it feels balanced, suspended, effortless to hold it up. And bring it down, touch the floor. Lift it all the way back up, breathe in. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Keep it moving. Almost done. One more. And up. Bend the elbow. Place the hand on the floor. Press yourself back up to table. And pat. And count. Let me turn around again. All right. Let's do a balancing pose. 15 seconds on each side. Extend right arm, left leg out, parallel to the floor. Keep breathing. Keep looking down. Right below your face, directly down to the yoga mat, and switch sides. Diagonal reach. And change again. If you feel a little unsteady, drop one big toe down. If you feel strong, lift that heel up higher than your hip. And switch sides. Bring it down. Let's do our wide-legged pose of a child. The knees come out to the edge of the yoga mat. The big toes touch. Push the hips back by the heels and walk your hands forward. Bend your elbows. Turn the head to one side. Maybe your chest snuggles down to the earth between your knees. And when you're ready, we're going to come up to seated again. Now you can sit any way that you want. I'm going to be sitting on my heels, but you can sit on your hips in any position that you like. All right, so if you have a strap or a piece of fabric, a like a bandana or anything like that, you can use that. If you're super flexible in your shoulders, you maybe don't even need a strap or a piece of fabric. We want the arms straight and the fingers interlocked or grabbing onto a strap, but hands as close together as you can with the elbows straight. So whatever that position means to you, make it so. And once you get there, we're going to squeeze those shoulder blades for all they're worth. Don't be afraid of that intensity. That's a great thing to do, because when you release it, everything goes from this where we hold so much tension. The center of a lot of stress right there between your shoulder blades. Keep squeezing, and let's see if we can bow the head. Lift the face slowly, look up at the ceiling, breathe in. Exhale, bow the head. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Squeeze those shoulder blades, lift the face, breathe in. And exhale, drop the head, release your arms. Interlock your fingers in front of your chest and push forward. Round your back, drop your head. And bring it back to a prayer pose. All right, take your right hand and reach it forward. Take your left hand, grab that elbow, and bring it across the front of the chest. Keep breathing. Try to sit tall. Release your hand from the elbow and reach that hand all the way up to the ceiling and all the way down. Left hand, reach it forward. Grab the elbow in your opposite hand. Pull it across the front of the chest. Breathe deep. Release the elbow and reach that straight arm up towards the ceiling and all the way down to the floor by your hip. Roll the shoulders back. Up and back. Down. Actually pull them down. Don't just let them hang. And forward. Make the front of the chest sort of U-shaped. Push the shoulders forward. Squeeze them up. Elbows up by your earlobes. Squeeze them back. Squeeze them down. Actively pull them down. And forward. Once you establish the extreme movement that we're asking for here, let it be fluid, moving it around, and then we'll try to reverse it. Let's go the other way. Breathe in and out. All right, extend the legs out. Let's do a little seated spinal twist. We start by anchoring our hips down into the earth by pulling the flesh away from the sitting bones. Then the right leg, put the foot on the floor, on the opposite side of the knee, cross it over. That's the right leg up, left arm reaches forward. Wrap the arm around the knee, grab the knee in your hand or put the elbow there. Reach the other hand straight forward, look at your fingertips, take it to the right, take it to the outside of the body, out, out, all the way back. Past the Ukrainian heart, find the floor, put your hand on the floor, press down. Use that arm behind you, that hand behind you to make your posture arch up just a little bit. Beautiful posture. And if you want a more intense spinal twist, you can just hug that knee into your chest a little tighter. Looking over your back, shoulder, flex the foot on the long straight leg. Breathing. Lift that hand up behind you, tail up to the floor, watch the fingertips come forward. Both arms reach forward, uncross your legs. Arms reach up and over your toes, into your heart, Arms reach up over your toes into your heart. Breathe. Come back to seated tall. Let's bend the other knee. Cross it over the other leg. So I have my left knee up this time. Reach the right arm forward and hook the elbow on the knee, or just grab the knee in your hand. Stretch that left arm forward. Look at your fingertips. Take it to the left. Take it to the outside of the body. All the way behind you. Put it to the floor behind your back hip. And sit tall. Push your hand into the floor for a little extra support for the spine and the shoulders. Hug that knee into your chest for a little extra intensity in the twist. Looking over your back shoulder. Maybe make a sacred circle of finger and thumb at your heart here. Let's breathe deeply. Inhale, bring that arm up, parallel to the floor behind you, and reach it forward. Keep looking at your fingertips. Reach both hands forward. Uncross your legs. Reach up, bring it to your heart. Reach out over your toes and up to the heart. Push it out. Lift it up. Keep breathing. Awesome. Hands to the floor by your hips. Bend your knees, put your feet on the floor. Let's do an inverted table. Lift the face up towards looking at the ceiling. And then look at your knees. Look at the ceiling, breathe in, look at your knees, exhale. Keep it moving. And bring the hips down, stretch the legs out, and let's do a nice gentle forward fold. Oh, we just have a few minutes left together, but let's get up on our feet, standing tall. Take a moment. Let's do a little gentle sachet march. Let the shoulders do circles as the hips shift the weight. Hips go left and right, shoulders circle around. And then find your mountain. Reach the arms out and up. Stand tall. Your head and your fingertips are in the clouds. Your feet anchored deep in the earth, rooted down. Solid and supportive, giving safety to the body. Reach the hands up and let them drift back and wide. Lift your face, lift your heart, stand like a capital letter Y. Tuck that tailbone under, don't sway the back. And reach the hands straight up. Bring them down. Let your feet go a little bit wide. Take your right hand and sweep it in a big circle, as big as you can manage. Bring those fingertips almost all the way down to the ground and then as high up as you can. Keep breathing. Any speed is perfect, whatever feels great, whatever the body asks for. Imagine that you're drawing a big circle around you. Here I am. This is me. And in the center of your big circle is your beautiful heart, radiating love, radiating joy, letting the world know that peace is possible. If you believe, we can manage to spread peace, starting with each of us. All right, let's try the other arm. Any direction that you want, whichever way is good for you. Make it as big a circle as you can. Scraping the floor, scraping the ceiling, and going all the way to each wall on the other side of the room. You can use your hand on your knee if you need a little support. And you don't have to be as big as I'm doing if you just feel like you can't do it. I'm sure you can do some kind of a circle. And whatever is your circle, that's what you need to be doing. So breathe and move. Two more times around, keep breathing. And come back to your mountain pose. Feet underneath hips, toes pointed forward, feet anchored well in the ground at the heels and the balls of the feet. The arch is lifted. Bring that energy up the body. Tuck the tailbone under, lift the sternum, squeeze the shoulders back, and then let them hang. Top of the head floating up. The right hand is going to slowly rise up like steam. Watch it. There it goes. As it reaches as high as it can reach, look up and breathe in. Stretch taller than you ever thought you could reach, almost to the stars. And bring it down. Exhale. Watch it slowly float down like a feather. Let it hang. And then slowly bring your attention to your other hand. Let it rise. And reach. Breathe in and reach as high as you can. Looking up at your hand, reach as high as you can. Reach, 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 higher, higher, higher. Reach up, breathe in. And slowly let it start to fall like a feather. Keep watching that hand gently falling down. Exhale your air out. And let's bend the knees, bend the body, shake the hands. And just move a little left and right here for our last few minutes together. Let your shoulders and arms be loose. Let your neck be loose. Shake your hands, sway your body. And slowly come up and march. Transition to a march. Stand tall. We're going to lift our hands and one knee up to the chest. Push it down. Bring it up. Push it down. Bring it up. Push it down. Change sides. Bring it up. Push it down. One knee up. Push it down. Bring it up, push it down. Last time, bring it up, push it down. Change sides, bring it up, push it down. Bring it up, let it drop. Pull it up, pull it down, and up, and down. Last time, change sides, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. Stand tall, reach your arms out. Find your prayer. Pull it to your heart. Stand quiet. Close the eyes. Well, that was an hour of wonderful stretch and breathe yoga. And if you want to join me in person, you can come to Joga in Simpson Bay in St. Martin, 7:30 on Saturday. I know this weekend is our Holy Weekend with Good Friday and what we have on St. Martin called Easter Monday. So those days, Joga is opening up for my classes. I don't know about the other teachers, but my classes are going to be running. And so Saturday, 7:30. And Monday at 12 noon. So I know most of you have the day off. If you're in St. Martin and you want to do some yoga with me, come down and we will have a wonderful hour of stretch and breathe, gentle yoga with a little bit of music-inspired movement and hatha meditation and yin yoga inspired stretches. So I like to keep it gentle, as you know. So if this sounds good to you or for somebody that you know, let's join up together this weekend. In the meantime, you know I'm granting you my most sincere namaste.